Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. Okay, so, since, between now and the last video, I've, done a little bit of level grinding. I went back to the Ester Sand and I killed a bunch of enemies, and, I leveled up, I got up to level 5. It took me, I don't know, about half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, and, so that's cool. While I was doing that, I just happened to get another broadsword that I'll probably won't use, so I'll just go ahead and sell that. But before we continue on with our objective, I'll just go ahead and show you. So, like, if I go here to the weaponry, welcome, welcome. I'll be closing the store early tonight. Special circumstances, you know. Should be quite an evening, yes. So, he's got all the stuff here. There's the broadsword, for example, and then if you press the right and left on the D-pad, you can sometimes, you know, see other sections of stuff that he might be selling, which he's not. And then I got this little grayed out thing called Bazaar. What's that all about? I have no idea. But anyway, let's go ahead and sell some of our excess stuff that we don't need. I'm definitely gonna go sell that dagger because I'm not gonna use it anymore. I'll sell one of those broadswords. Now it's not gonna let me sell the other one because Vaughn is currently holding it. And I'll hold on to that pointy hat. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sell this Firefly. I never once used it in my test run, and it reduces your experience to 0, so I definitely don't want it. And it sells for a good amount of money, so I might as well. And then these are items that I've picked up. Yeah, I got a couple eye drops and antidotes off screen. Alright, this is all my loot. This is all the stuff that I don't really need. So I'll just go ahead and show you, like, rat pelts, for example. There you go, 35 gil each. So I'll go ahead and sell those at 70 gil. Firestones, Earthstones, got a ton of them. So I suggest holding the triangle button like the prompt is telling you, and then press up on the D-pad, and it just cuts to the very, you know, just sells them in bulk. And cactus fruit, yeah, windstone, wolf pelts. Now, teleport stone, we got that after completing our first hunt. Do not sell that. We definitely want to hold on to that. And I'll explain teleport stones later. And then I just picked up a Virgo gem. There we go. We'll hold on to that teleport stem. Now it says, new bazaar goods are now available. Well, what's a bazaar? Well, if I go in here, it says, okay, this here is the unassuming surcoat, a simple surcoat stitched from choice patterns of leather. And this here is potion pack, contains 2 potions. Sure to be of use on your travels. You know what, I'll go ahead and buy it. It's only 70 gil. And I think you can only buy it one time. The way the bazaar thing works is when you sell items in different items throughout the game, you'll unlock what's called bazaar packages. It's different combinations of different items. And bazaar packages are basically, they're like bundles of different items that you could use in your travels. I'm not going to really like invest a lot of stock into the bazaar market, but I'll like keep an eye on it throughout the game. We can buy stuff here, armor here, which, you know, I think I know what I do. I know what I do. While I was doing all that grinding, obviously I got some LP, so as you can see, I have 69 LP. So we ought to be able to get some good stuff here. Let's go ahead and get heavy armor 1. I think that would be good for Vaughn. And that unlocked this thing here. Ooh, HP plus. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and spend that. That's I have the LP for it. And oof, not quite enough for shields. Just one shy of getting shields. But yeah, definitely get that. HP plus 70%. That's about all I can afford now. So next time I use a save point, his HP will be even higher. Now, what kind of okay. See, he's wearing like leather clothing. I think I'm gonna now that I have the heavy armor license, I think I'll go ahead and buy some heavy armor for him, like the leather helm. That'd be good. And it asks you if you want to equip it on screen. Sure, I'll do that. And that. And that. I'm not going to go ahead and get a shield because, well, I can't. Well, no, I'll get a shield. I can't equip it at this moment, but I'll get it. So that way, next time I kill literally anything, I'll be able to I'll be able to get, you know, I'll be able to equip it because I'll be able to buy the, I'm sorry, I just had a brain freeze. I'll be able to afford the license for shields, the shields 1. Let's look at the magic shop real quick, see what they have. I don't think I'm gonna buy any magic yet, but we'll look at least. No, yeah, no, well, okay. We got Blindna, cures blindness, we got cure, we got fire, and we got slow. I'm trying to remember how I want to do this. I think I'm gonna hold off on magic for the moment. For the moment. We might get it later. Well, we'll definitely get it later. But I know at some point we're gonna be given a couple of spells, so I don't want to like buy any of it just yet. And then this is the technique shop. You can buy different techniques. The steel command that we have, that's a technique. We can buy some other techniques. Let's see. Libra, that's all we've got. Well, I'll definitely want to buy it because that's a good one. It's a very useful one. Techniques, not that amazing throughout the game, I must say, but they're there. And I'm not going to worry about the Gambit shop as of yet. We'll leave that as it is. Now, our objective right now is to go, it says Old Dallin and Lowtown must know a way into the palace, because Vaughn, as you know, wants to sneak into the palace and during the fate and try and see if he can steal some stuff, I guess. Now, Lowtown, if you look on our map here, you can see there's like a little green arrow here. It says to Lowtown. Well, if I press X, well, this is Lowtown. It took me to this other section. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you can do that. See these, like if I go here to the east, the Ester Sand, and press the arrow, like now I can see that's all of the Ester Sand that I've been to. And then I can go back to Robin Oster. I think if I were to go to like, yeah, Giza Plains, it won't let me go, or Wester Sand, because I haven't been there yet. But okay, Lowtown, the door to Lowtown is literally right here. I'm sorry, the stair to Lowtown. So let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, this is Lowtown. It's like an underground town, basically, in the sewers. I guess the, ever since the Empire moved in, a lot of the peasants have just moved underground to where they can just, you know, kind of live their lives the way they want to. So it's interesting. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy VII, where, you know, this is, like, think of this as the slums, where, you know, and then you have, like, the big guys living up in the capital. Just interesting. I'm not going to really spend time talking to people. Also, this music, this is about the only track that has a noticeable difference to my ears between the original version that we're hearing and the OST version. I'll show you. It just sounds slightly different, but like I actually notice it. The other tracks I don't. And don't worry about the reorchestrated version. I'll listen to that at some point. Okay, a lot of the places are locked up here. So, there is treasure down here. I will try to collect. There's nothing there. Actually, don't remember where all the treasure is, so I'm just gonna go fast forward and kind of look around. Ooh, there's an item vendor right there. Let's see what he's got. A traveling merchant. Oh, he sells onion bolts, and that's about it. And eye drops and potion, if you're curious. Yeah. But yeah, that's how we make our money in the game. We sell, we pick up items, whether enemies drop them or steal them, and we sell it as guild fodder. And if you never steal, you'll still make your money because enemies drop items quite frequently. But like to get a better start on your money, you definitely want to be stealing a lot. And enemies will occasionally drop money. Like, occasionally, and sometimes you can steal money, but those are, like, very specific enemies. But yeah, they don't regularly drop money. That's just, like, once in a while. I know there's treasure down here. Like, I know for a fact there's treasure down here. I'm just trying to find some of it. No, I don't want to go that way. Alright, let me go this way one more time. Wait, I just picked something up. Oh, I picked that person up. Yeah, I don't feel like talking to the people here. They talk about, how it sucks that they're down here now because of the Empire, and everybody hates the Empire, and the Empire's evil, blah, blah, blah. I've already been this way. Okay. Yeah, that little dulcimer sound, that little, do 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 do, like it in the OST version, it's like you can barely hear it. That's something I noticed. Which sucks, because it's my favorite part of the, song. There's another item vendor here. Yeah, this guy. Let me see. Does he sell... No, he doesn't. See, in the original version, he sold Arakia armlets. And I was wanting to buy those from him. But in this version, he doesn't sell them. Or I may be thinking of a different merchant. Never mind. But yeah, some of the stuff that you can buy is changed in this version versus the original. And some of the items that you pick up throughout your journey are different too. You'll get access to different things at different times, unfortunately. Some of it's better, some of it's not. So yeah. Alright, I'm not seeing a lick of treasure around here, and I know that there's treasure here. Whatever. That's where Old Dallin is, I believe. How have I not seen a single treasure chest? This is so odd. There should be like 3 or 4 treasure chests down here. Somewhere. Huh. Well, okay, fine. We're not going to get any treasure. It's not like they can't contain anything terribly useful. They just contain like a couple of, you know, like little items that I could pick up. I wonder if it's because I spent so much time grinding that, like, I collected a bit more treasure than the game's algorithms were expecting me to get. I don't think it works that way, but okay. Whatever, I'm gonna cut to the chase. You want to go into this place right here. Old Dallin's place. Let's check it out.
If it isn't Von Ratsbane.
Ratsbane.
Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
This dude.
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
This guy looks like he's been around the block a little bit.
Believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
His wild
I
eyes.
know how to sneak into the palace.
His beard.
They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy?
Bam.
Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace walls, a door, and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Dallin. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
Well, try to remember, will you? Okay. I've heard all I need. So, this, crescent stone, can I have it? Then I can find the secret passage into the palace, right? He never called it a crescent stone, or maybe he didn't, I just wasn't paying attention. Not much of a listener, are you? The crescent stone has lost its magics. Without the power of a sunstone, it would be of little use. A sunstone? What is this, Chrono Trigger? Right, so where can I get one of these sunstones? You seek Giza Plain. Speak with the nomads there. You will find your sunstone. I'm trying to do Old Dallin's voice and it's not working out very well. Leave by the south gate and continue south. Their village is not far. There are likely to be beasts on the plains, so be careful, my boy. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. Alright, well, so we have our quest now. We better head down to the village on Giza Plains. Alright, well, let's do it. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Well, hang on a minute. Let's see. Giza Plains, hang a right here, and I'm practically at Southgate. This'll be easy. Yeah, if you, go this way, there's the Southgate. I like the big vault door. And here we are at the Southgate, which, you know, we could have just walked to anyway, but yeah. Now, I want to show you something real quick on the Southgate. The save crystal here. This save crystal, as you can see, is orange. Why is that? Well, the way orange save crystals work, they're called gate crystals. When you see an orange crystal, it means that you can teleport to another orange crystal somewhere else. The only thing is, so it's basically a means of fast traveling. The only thing is, it has to be another orange crystal, so you can't just teleport to a blue crystal, right? And it has to be an orange crystal that you've already touched, so obviously it has to be a place that you've already been to. You can't just teleport to a place you've never been to. And you need to use a teleport stone in order to do that, like that one that we got from our first hunt. So whenever you collect teleport stones, you can use them to teleport between gate crystals. So that's a nice means of fast traveling. Now, before we head to the Giza Plains, I personally need to go take care of something real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, oh, here's something I can show you real quick. This Moogle right here, her name is Gertie. And, oh, she's just constantly hovering. That's cute. Oh, she has a little flower in her hair. She's adorable. Anyway, she, is basically in charge of chocobos. Well, hello there. You're no stranger to the yellow birds just behind me, I'm sure. Yes, my friend, I speak of the chocobos. Kubo! These noble birds fly for excellent steeds. Fleet of foot and sturdy of limb. Arduous journeys fly atop a chocobo. Kubo! Or, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you can pay money to ride on a chocobo, so it's a lot like, I'm not gonna do it. That's too much money, and I want to walk around and gain levels. But don't worry, we'll get chocobos later. But yeah, it's a lot like Final Fantasy VI, where you rent out chocobos. Only difference is that in this game, they're Moogles that are in charge of them. But all right, this is the Giza Plains right here, more desert. And there's a few other mechanics about the chocobos unique to this game, but I'll explain those some other time. As you can see, I'm not at full HP because of that HP boost that I gave myself. I really should have used... You know what? No, let's actually go back. I need to activate that crystal, that gate crystal. It does me no good. I cannot teleport. Not that I could never teleport to this crystal until I touched it. Let's go ahead and just kill two birds with one stone. Activate the crystal and get my HP back up. It was because of that HP plus 70. But yeah, this is the Giza Plains. Alright, now the enemies here are a little bit harder than the Ester Sands, so we got hyenas, so it's a good thing that I, you know, did all that grinding. And as usual, I'm gonna try stealing from these guys. My goodness. Would you... Oh, I must have already stolen something. I didn't even see it. Alright, let's just go end him. These things are ugly. I love this music too. It's not nearly as cool as the Ester Sand music, but you know, it's still good. Alright, now that I've gotten one more LP, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that that license for Shields 1. Oh, and that unlocked Heavy Armor 2, which is more powerful armor, and Swords 2. Which, I'll need to buy that soon, but not now, because right now the only stuff I can buy is the Armor and Swords 1, so... But later on, we'll want to get that stuff. But let's go ahead and equip our leather shield. Now we've got a little extra defense. And I like that you can actually see him holding the shield. Now, these enemies here... you know what, I'll mess with him later. First, let's get a potion. That's a Giza rabbit. He's gonna take more than a couple hits to kill. He's a passive enemy, 18 gil. And when I hit him, he's gonna start running around, and then he'll, like, I'll chase him, and then he'll aggro this hyena, and then I'll have to deal with, like, multiple enemies at the same time. So I'd rather just, like, clear out the enemies around him first, like those hyenas back there. Yeah, I hope you don't mind that I did grinding off screen because, like, I mean, you're not missing anything, but, like, for those of you, like, wanting to play along, you don't need to grind, but, like, it's something that I feel like it just makes the adventure a little bit more comfortable. Like I said, the main campaign is fairly easy, though some sections of it are a little bit taxing, so it's good to have a little bit of extra levels. And then, but if you're doing, like, optional stuff, like if you're wanting to do all the hunts, yeah, you just need to spend time working out. It's just all there is to it. There we go. 10 gil. Alright, now I think I'm gonna go take on that Giza rabbit. If I can find him. First, I want to steal from him. Doesn't really look like a rabbit to me, but okay. Well, I got a water stone, and now he's pissed off. I think if I sell enough water stones, I can get unlock a new bazaar package or something like that. Okay, I'm surprised he didn't run off. But yeah, ooh, 7 experience. I'm acting like that's a lot. Alright, where do I need to go? Okay, I just need to go straight south. But I want to go over here and see if there's treasure chests. I think I've already been here. Oh, I'll go to this little section here. Ooh, more hyenas. Oh, and yeah, if I didn't explain so earlier, the fast forward feature, you know, it works when you're in battle too. So like I can fast forward through battles too. I don't want to do that at this moment because these enemies are kind of on the same level that I am. Or if not higher, they might be higher level than I am. And it's like, they could kill me if I got careless, so I don't want to get careless. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't see their levels or their HP as of this moment. Don't worry, we will soon enough. There's another Giza rabbit. See, now this guy's gonna run off. If you, attack or issue a command to an enemy that gets out of range, like, the command, you'll basically just hold the command and, like, be targeting that enemy even though the enemy's not there, but then, like, once you go up to that enemy and get close to that enemy, then you'll execute the command, if that makes sense. So, like, if you go to steal from a Giza rabbit and he just hops away, like, well, obviously you'll just be holding the steal command, but as soon as you get close to the enemy, to the Giza rabbit, then you'll steal, if that makes sense. I don't want to go that way. I kind of want to just go to the main objective. But let me go ahead and steal from this guy. Getting potions. I prefer gil fodder, but I'll take potions because, I mean, potions are useful. Because, like I said, right now, it's my only means of healing. And I've also said before, don't hesitate to use them. Like I said, they will grow obsolete long before you run out of them. Though, for a few times, you may have to buy more. Like, early on in the game, you may have to buy a couple just because you are using a lot. But in my test file, I ended up with, like, a ton of leftover potions and high potions that I never used. Alright, let's go to this little encampment right here. Some nice peaceful music. Alright, this is the Nomad Village. We'll remember this place later. Ooh, this guy, the Cartographer's Guild. Oh, you know what? There's one of him in Rabanastre. I need to go find him. Nutsy? I'm just a traveling Moogle trying to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds, Kupo. But the monsters during the rains are too scary. When is he talking about the dry and the rains? Well, we'll learn about that later. The dry should last a little while longer, but take care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? Alright, so he's going to offer me a map to the Giza Plains. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. It's only 30 gil. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. And basically, it fills out my map to the Giza Plains. So if I look at my map now, all of the Giza Plains is filled out. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of these. This guy pops up in a lot of different places. There's one of his kind up in Robin Oster somewhere. I need to find him and buy his maps. I want to just show these little girls here, because if you talk to them, that's Kamina. Those two must have gotten into a fight again, no doubt about it. That Jin, always getting into trouble. And then the other one's name is Terra. We'll be messing with Terra later on in the game, but I just thought that was kind of cute. I don't know if she's a reference to Final Fantasy VI or not. Wouldn't surprise me, because this game pulls out references a lot. Not maybe as much as Final Fantasy IX did, but it does a lot. But this time, Rockalo was with them too. I wonder what's going on. I thought they said different things. Rockalo, Tot, and Jin went out onto the plane, but Jin still hasn't come back. To tell the truth, I'm a bit worried. Something's up, but Rockalo and Tot aren't talking. They don't have to, though. It's written all over their faces. Oh, there we go. And then over here, we've got cockatrices. It looks like it has an itch on its back. It doesn't shy at your approach. It seems tame. It looks hungry. It stares at you with beady eyes. It looks like it wants to tell you something. Then again, maybe not. Okay, well, anyway, let's talk to this girl. Danya. Don't worry, they won't bite. These cockatrices are as tame as can be. Aren't they just the fluffiest, cutest things you've ever seen? Nah, Moogles are way cuter. Alright, and, Nomad Elder. Is that a... here we go. You have a troubled look, child. What's the matter? Ah, come from Rabanastre seeking a Sunstone, have you? Yes! As you might have guessed from the name, Sunstones contain the power of the sun. You'll often find them as used as a source of heat or light. Brunoa. Here we leave all things Sunstone to Masuya. You should be able to find her near the Dark Crystal. You see the large black stone behind my tent? That is a Dark Crystal. You'll not find them outside Giza Plain. The dark surfaces of the crystal drink the light of the sun. Okay, well, that's nice. Well, then you over here must be Masuya. Are there only women in this encampment? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but... okay. Have you come to see the Dark Crystals? Not everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza Plains. Ah, so it is a Sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable, though, so we can't go handing them out to just anyone who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn the money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Would you hear my offer? Sure. The making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. Okay, so there are boys here. If you find Jin for me and tell him to come back to the camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said they might have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with them yourself before leaving. Please find Jim and tell him to return at once. Well, I don't think I need to, but, wait a minute, who's that? Is that Pinello? What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
Now, what makes you say that?
I'm being good.
Is that right?
You're not being good at being bad.
So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
I don't know why Vaughn is so, like, annoyed. But anyway, Pinello joins the party. Yay, we got our first additional party member, and that's Pinello. Now we can actually, now she's at level 5, you see. Most of your characters, not all of them, but most of them are going to join at the same level that you are currently at. So it's a good thing I did all that level grinding with Vaughn, because it's easier to level grind when there's only one of you, and now she's got she's joining at level 5 as I am. So let's take a look at her. Well, she has a dagger and a cotton cap and a cotton shirt. I have no accessories to give her, sadly. Oh, there is an item vendor here. Let me find the item vendor and see what she says. Well, I can buy a bangle. It comes with Libra equipped on it. Nah, I won't worry about it. She also sells some magic stuff. That's interesting. But, yeah, okay, so that's cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and set up, Pinello. Pinello, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a license board. Now, in my main run, I made Pinello... Wait, hang on, before I do that, let me check something real quick. Let me just see what kind of weapons she sells. Nothing that great. You know what? I'm not gonna set up a license for Pinello just yet, because if I set up a license, if I commit her to a license, there will be certain things that she's currently wearing that she won't be able to wear. I think. I could be wrong on that. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's leave. Oh, hang on a second. Hey Vaughn, let me give you one of these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. Well, I got 3 potions and 2 tufts of Phoenix Downs. Well, thanks. So far, you've been traveling by yourself now, but now that I'm here, we can travel as a party. You can give commands to the allies in your party, just like you've been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do too, but you can also give me specific commands, and I'll take care of those first. Got it? Okay. Okay, you can now change leaders and issue party commands. Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. When my gambit's turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know? They can make managing battle a lot easier. We will later on. Gambits has been added to the battle menu. I'll explain gambits later. Well, you ready to go? Gambits are basically the bread and butter of this game's fighting system, but I'll explain them later. Vaughn, I think that Jin was supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village. We might find him faster if we headed a different way. Maybe, but I want to go this way. I just wanted to leave and come back so we could use the autosave. And now I'll commit her to a specific license. In my test run, I made her a white mage and it seemed to work. I'm just wondering if she'll lose the dagger that she's currently wearing. I don't think she should. But let's look at her license. She's already got a hefty amount of LP. So, I mean, she's still wearing the dagger, right? Yeah, she is. Okay, so that's fine. I'll keep her as a white mage. Yeah. Yeah, I made her as a white mage and it worked out nice. Let's see. Well, okay, so I can already use White Magic 1. Here's White Magic 2, which we don't have access to, but we'll go ahead and get the license for it. Let's go ahead and use this one. In Magic Lore increases the magic potency. Definitely want that. We've already got Mystic Armor 1. I don't think we need to worry about Mystic Armor 2 yet. I'll go ahead and do Accessories 1 in case we get another Arachia Armlet. And we'll do... Okay, I have the LP. Well, no, I'm not going to have the LP. Alright, well, it's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get this one. Martyr, gain MP after taking damage. That'll help us. And if I had the LP, I would get this. But alright, we don't. So, there we go. Now we've got a second party member. And the way party members work, literally at any point, you can, like even in battle, you can go in here. Oh, the party option has not been added. She told me it was. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I can't demonstrate what I wanted to demonstrate. Anyway. Excuse me. Let's actually save. I wanted to demonstrate something with the party, but I don't have the party option yet on the menu. I thought they said it had been added. I do have gambits, but we'll worry about gambits later. Alright, let's just go out this way. Well, no, is there somebody who's gonna tell me what to do? I'm just looking for people. I know what to do, but I want to see if they're gonna tell me what to do. Well, maybe she's gonna tell me what to do. Guess what? I saw Jin off in the south part of the plains, in the crystal glade. He was right by a small crystal. I asked if he wanted to come back to camp with me, but he said he still had some work to finish up. The crystal glade is to the south of our village. Just head in the Giza plain and wind your way south. We take breaks in the glade since monsters seem to stay away from it. I was a little worried because Jin looked like he might have been hurt, but I was afraid to push him too hard to come back. Now I'm wondering if I did the right thing. Alright, I just remembered, I think I know who's gonna tell us what to do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the main objective. We'll just go out this way. Now, as you can see, over Penelo, she has a G by her command. The G stands for gambits. It means that her gambits are currently turned on. And I don't have the option to go in there and do anything about that. Okay, well, that's fine. Here's what we'll do. You know, I'll do it over here away from enemies. The way you control other additional party members, as you can see, we are still controlling Vaughn. He's basically our leader. Now, if I press down... Okay, if I press down on the D-pad, it lets me switch leaders. So I could make Penelo the leader now and control her. But I'll stick with Vaughn. But even when you're... like, you have somebody else as the leader, you can still control everybody by... You press the X button for the battle menu, right? Well, if I press right or left, I can cycle to the other characters. Now I can issue commands for Penelo. Now, if I turn this Gambits thing off, basically what that means, and I'm going to explain Gambits in more detail later when it becomes more relevant, but right now, what you need to know, Gambits is a way of characters acting on their own. There's a lot to it, and I'll explain it in greater detail later. If I turn Penelo's Gambits off, basically she will not do anything while we get into battles. But if I turn her Gambits on, she'll make decisions based on what's going around. There's so much more to it than that. Don't worry, we'll explain it later. But right now, we're going to... Actually, yes, I'm going to turn her Gambits off because I don't want her doing things. I'm going to continue to steal from these enemies. Okay, cool. I don't want her attacking the enemies that I'm trying to steal from and killing them before I get the items. Because she, unfortunately, I don't think she does. Yeah, she does not have the steal command. It would be nice if she did. Okay, there's big enemies over there that I kind of don't want to mess with. They're not terribly hard, but they're standing really close to each other and they have protect on them. I would rather only, like, deal with them one at a time. So what I'm going to do is, like, get that guy's... No, he just ran off. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about him. I'll deal with those enemies later. And I got a pinch of Echo Herbs. Yeah, Vaughn has Gambits too. I could turn them on, but no, I'll wait for it. Let's see. Where am I even supposed to go? I think I'll just start up here. Well, wait a minute. Jin's south of the village. Okay, so I need to go this way. Steal from the hyena. Good thing he stole relatively quickly. Oh, this is bad. Run! Those guys still coming after me? Is it just one of them? Yeah, you know what? I'll take you on. Oh, crap. They're both coming after me. That's great. Alright, I will attempt to steal from this guy. Ow! I'll attempt it again. And you know what? Penelo, you just start working on that guy. Whittle him down. He's going to take a little bit harder. Okay, one more attempt to steal from this guy, and then I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, forget it. Alright, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's have Vaughn try to steal from the Urstrix and have Penelo attack the hyena. Well, I stole a large feather. That's nice. Alright, finish off the hyena because I need there to only be one enemy and I'm about to lose Penelo. Alright, cool. Yeah, good experience, but yeah, a little dangerous. Alright, let's, let's see. Here, let's, I was about to use a potion, but no, I'll just hit the encampment real quick. And the save crystal. There we go. And now let's continue back. Let's see. Yeah, let's go this way. Deal with that guy. Good thing he's stealing from this guy relatively easily. Yeah, he unfortunately has Protect on him. There's not a lot I can do about that. Ooh, treasure chest. Potion, awesome. No, wrong way. Ooh, what's this guy? A Slaven? Do I want to mess with him? No, I think I'm going to sneak by him. He's asleep right now. I don't think I want to mess with him. I might be able to handle him, but I'd rather not. Oh, wow, there's a lot of enemies here. Okay, well, they all found me. All right, we're not going to bother stealing. We're just going to attack. Oh, we've got hyenas and alpha hyenas. Oh, crap. Pinello, you need to actually do stuff. All right, let's try stealing from the alpha hyena. Well, I stole a firestone. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Pinello's taking a beating. Stop hitting her. There we go. All right, Pinello, you need a potion. Ah, blind. Yeah, the spell blind. You can find it like as an item. In this version, I think in other versions you like in the original version, I think you could buy it. But yeah, so that's useful. Make sure you get it. All right, still haven't found Jin. He's probably in the area south to me. Oh crap, this guy sees me. All right, how hard can he possibly be? Well, he doesn't seem to be terribly hard. Okay, I mean, he does hit hard, but we're doing good. Huh? I'm glad that we dealt with him while after we dealt with the other hyenas, because that would have been very, very bad. All right, let's see. Now, as you can see, that area right there, that crystal right there is all glowy. There's a reason for that. Oh, more Giza rabbits. I don't want black magic, I want technics. Oh yeah, black magic, because blind is a black magic spell, so it was like, oh, well, you know, now that you got a black magic spell, but he doesn't have a license for blind, so can't use it. Get back here, you stupid Giza rabbit. Uh-oh, something targeted me. This guy. Oh crap, those werewolves, we don't want to mess with them. In fact, let's run. Let's run. I don't mind if that Giza rabbit follows me, but I do not want to mess with those werewolves. I think somebody even in the village said the werewolves will make short work of you. Yeah, they're a little too powerful for us. So yeah, let's not mess with them. I think I can handle this guy. The Slifner. Yeah, let's try steal from him. Oh, molting. Cool. Come on, Pinello. She hasn't landed a single hit. Or maybe she has. Yeah, let's not mess with the werewolves. They're just a little too powerful for us. Where is our... Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize that the map is telling us where the kid is. Never mind. The game was telling me everything I needed to know, and I just wasn't paying attention. Ah, there he is. Nomad Youth. I'm assuming that's him. Yeah, that's Jin. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it do ya? Masuya wants me to come back to the village, huh? Oh, that could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe my leg's better now. No? Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never gonna get any sunstones made like this. I just needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyhow? Let me explain the situation. So you need a Sunstone, huh? Well, if Masuya doesn't mind, I'll give you a Shadestone, but I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a Sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we can use dark crystals and Shadestones to make Sunstones, right? You obtain a Shadestone. There's your Shadestone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. Like that one. See that one over there? If you take that Shadestone I just gave you and bring it near one of those shiny dark crystals, it'll absorb the energy from it. Shiny dark? That doesn't sound right. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4 though. This gauge will show you how much energy the Shadestones absorb. When it's full, you'll have yourself a Sunstone. Once you've made the Sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back here when you're done. Alright, so now we have our mission. He's got these little exclamation points. Those are Shadestones that we can use. Oh, and he's got a save crystal for us. That's handy. Let's go ahead and save. This video is gonna go a little long. I'm gonna finish this quest and then we'll be done. It shouldn't take terribly long. But basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find these Shadestones and we're gonna try to get them to absorb the power of the Sunstone. You know what? Let's just go clockwise. Let's just go this way. This is unknown territory that we have not explored, so might as well. No, more Giza rabbits. Cool, Waterstone. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision and turn Penello's Gambits on. So while Vaughn attempts to steal from enemies, she can at least be working on their health. Oh, and I got a potion from it. Because it's just going to get annoying for me to have to keep manually having Penello target every single time. And this way it'll be like, if I never steal from the guy, well, I just never steal from the guy, but at least, you know, at least we'll be whittling his HP down. Tuft of Phoenix down, that's nice. Alright, so there's ourselves a shade crystal or whatever they call it. A sun crystal, I forget what they're called. Before I mess with it though, let me take care of this guy. Ooh, cool, Firestone. Alright, so, dark crystal. So, examine it. The dark crystal radiates a brilliant light. Hold the Shadestone up to the crystal? Yes. Now, right now, the Shadestone, the energy is at 0, but now it's charging up to 30%. Okay. The way it works, the amount of energy you get from a dark crystal is randomized. There are 4 crystals in Giza Plains. At max, you have to use all 4 of them. Sometimes if you're lucky enough, you only have to use 3 of them. It's looking like I'm gonna have to do all 4 this time, but whatever. I think in my test run I had to do all 4 as well, so I wonder if that's like something that that this version just made more consistent, like you have to use all 4. I mean, it's not a problem, it's just an extra step, that's all. Stop running away. Ugh, now you're gonna go over here. No, Penello, get back here. Penello, Penello. Yeah, there you go. Just attack him. I think our Giza rabbit buddy is actually regenerating his health, which is... I don't mind. Oh no, he was casting Protect on himself. That's fine. Where did he go? I just saw him, and he disappeared. He disappeared! Alright, whatever. Potion. Oh, there he is. Stop running away! Ugh. Cornered now, aren't you? Gotcha. Stinker. Let's see. Don't go east, because that leads to a whole nother area outside of Giza Plains. We don't want to mess with that. Remember, this is technically an open world RPG, so it is entirely possible for us to wander into the wrong neighborhood and find ourselves overwhelmed with enemies that we were not meant to see until way later. Absolutely possible. Oh, nice job, Pinello. Nice combo rate you got going on there. 23 gil. And there's our dark crystal over there. Oh, there's a Slavin around here somewhere. Yeah, I think Pinello has like a slightly higher innate magic stat than Vaughn does. So it made sense for me to make her a white mage in my test run, and that's what I did. And she was pretty good at it. Like, as you can see, she has more MP than Vaughn does. She ended up, like, there were 3 characters that were, like, really good magic-wise. Oh, crap. We aggroed that guy. And, oh, no, I told Pinello to target the wrong guy. Target the hyena. And, there were 3 people that were really good magic-wise, and she was one of them. Did I actually steal from that guy? I don't remember. Oh, now I did. Alright. What's going on? Oh, I passed my dark crystal. My bad. Yeah, let's deal with him. He's easy enough. Ooh, an Earthstone. I got a bunch of potions, as you can see now. I don't know if you noticed, I had like 22 of them. And we got a large feather, that's nice. Alright, crystal number 2. $69. Ooh, we might be able to make it with only 3. So this is what the kids on Giza Plains do to make their way. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. Yeah, let's just find the next crystal, okay? That's funny. I love the way Pinello and Vaughn cut up with each other. It's so cute. Also, Vaughn's voice actor, it's funny. The first time I ever played this game, it was like a few years ago. And, I played the PS2 version. I played a ROM of it. And I was, this was like in 2019, maybe. And that was when I went through what I laughingly call my quarter-life crisis, where I decided to go back to school, go back to college. And in one of my classes, there was a kid, I swear, he sounded just like Vaughn. And it probably popped in my head because I was playing the game. But I was like, that kid sounds just like Vaughn. I mean, the kid was probably like 19 or 20. So I know, like, there's no way it was the same voice actor. But I just thought it was funny. Speaking of voice acting, yeah, I'll go ahead and take care of this Slavin. Speaking of voice acting, and speaking of Star Wars, because this game, you know, has all sorts of Star Wars influence to it, like a lot of good Final Fantasy games do, but this one especially. Okay, I don't really talk about Star Wars that much on this channel. You've heard me talk about, ooh, I got a tanned hide, and a short bow, ooh. You've heard me talk about, Star Trek. You guys know that I'm a hardcore Star Trek fan. Well, as for Star Wars, because there's kind of a theory, you know, there's kind of a stigma or a stereotype where Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans hate each other and they hate the opposing franchises and stuff like that. I like Star Wars, okay? Like, like, I'm a diehard Trekkie, but I love Star Wars. Like, there's room in my heart for both, right? But I really kind of always considered myself only a casual Star Wars fan. I like it, but, you know, but like I was only ever a casual fan. I only ever watched like the mainline movies, right? Well, very recently I decided to watch all the movies, the mainline movies. I had the itch. And then I decided, you know what? Let me go watch some of the extra material that's come out over the years, because there's a lot of it now. They've got about as many spin-off shows as Star Trek has, you know? Just about. And I thought, you know, let me go ahead and watch some of it. So I started with Clone Wars and, you know, eventually, you know, made my way on to, you know, Rebels and Kenobi, and, you know, I watched, I'd already seen Rogue One, but watched the Solo movie, and, you know, watched, you know, Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett and all the things, right? Not all of them, but a good bit of them. Clone Wars, fantastic show. Even if you're only a casual Star Wars fan, you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching it. Good show. And one of the things that I liked about the Clone Wars, you know, being that it was an animated show, there was, you know, all the acting was voice acting, right? And you had the community of voice actors, because, so I had, like, you know, favorite voice actors like Clancy Brown and, you know, Corey Burton and the likes were all over the show, you know? As one would expect. And some of the voice acting was really good. Some of it, I like that they got, you know, some of the original actors, like, for example, C-3PO and such, you know, and sometimes Jar Jar Binks, you know, it was kind of cool. But some of the other characters, like, you know, Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan and all, they had different voice actors than, you know, the actors who played them in the movies, right? Some of them were good, some of them not so good. Now listen, Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice, all right? He sounded so close to Ewan McGregor, the actual actor for Obi-Wan in the prequels, right? And there's another dark crystal. I mean, I could tell it was not the same guy, but he sounded so darn close. I was like, this guy knows how to almost exactly sound like Ewan McGregor. And oh, cool, we got the whole thing lit up. That's that. Nothing to it. Let's take it back to Jin and see what he says. Hope we did it right. Sure, let's go. So I was curious who that actor was. Okay, you obtain a Sunstone. So I looked him up. Ugh, it's not gonna let me talk. Hang on a minute, guys. Hey, you got a Sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. So here's what happened. Masuya's always warning us to stay away from the werewolves, right? Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a little contest, see who's the bravest. It started out as lark, but Taunt said that none of the kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't let any of the grown-ups know, though, okay? Sure thing. This is between you, me, and YouTube. Is your leg better? Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. Try to keep up. Now that I did your chores, the leg's fine? All right. All right, are you gonna let me talk now, or is it gonna... No, it's just gonna drop me right off at the village. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but now his mind wanders. He never thinks of worry it causes me. Or it never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please take this with my thanks. I got 50 gil, 2 potions, and 2 teleport stones. Sweet. Jin gave you a Sunstone, yes? I hope it may be of some help to you. Oh, we'll put it to use. Alright, now let me go ahead and save real quick and finish my story. So yeah, the voice actor for Obi-Wan sounded so close to Ewan McGregor. I was like, man, this guy's good. Who is he? So I looked him up. Imagine my surprise when I learned he's the voice actor for Tidus from Final Fantasy X. I would never have guessed that. I've got a pretty good ear, and I can usually recognize voices, like, you know, Corey Burton and Clancy Brown. I can just about recognize their voices a mile away. And Corey Burton was all over the Clone Wars. He was Count Dooku, he was Cad Bane, he was so many different characters. Which, by the way, I'm not sure if he was the best voice for Count Dooku. I love, as much as I love Corey Burton, his tone of voice is just not the same as as Christopher Lee. I think Clancy Brown would have been a better pick. But yeah, that voice actor for Obi-Wan was the voice actor for Tidus, and I'm like, wow, that's actually a really good voice actor, because when I play Final Fantasy X-2, I knew that Tidus and Shuyin had the same voice actor, obviously. And I could sort of tell because he talks so different as Shuyin, but I could hear it. You can especially hear it when he's yelling, like when he's like, "What would you have done if she was your girl?" Like you can tell that's Tidus's voice actor, but then when he's like talking lower, you know, you're the only one I can count on to save Len. Like it sounds like a different dude, but I knew it was the same guy, right? But listening to Obi-Wan's voice, yeah, never would have guessed. So I'm like, that's a testament to that guy's talent. I meant to look up his name, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, I just thought that was a interesting little story that we would serve as a little diversion while we were completing our mission. All right, well, we got ourselves a Sunstone. Sorry, that was kind of a pointless story, but it connected to Final Fantasy's voice acting somehow, so there you go. Alright, well in the next video I think we'll give this Sunstone to... Well, I don't know if we'll do it in the next video. We might screw around and do other things in the next video. This one went a bit long. Apologize for it. In the next video we'll do other stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. My name's 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Pieces!